And it will be the Jace, like you were talking about, not for Rascal on in this particular case. But
the Afreeca team comp, it doesn't look as tight and as early game focused as I would have liked to see. Go back and look at that!
This is not good for Rascal as Keen picks up first blood under the turret, literally right next to the turret. Oh, speaking of spotted on a ward, Clid going to do the same thing here as the bowling ball will connect. Dread only level 5, so no one's sleepy just yet. As Rascal gets himself a shield, but he'll just be eradicated. Dread spins around, grabs the kill. We got some bear slaps, but these are sad ones. And like you say, level 6 gained. Sleep unnecessary, although Dread did press the button out of celebration. Still at full health, but everybody else getting a battering. Oh dear, that bowling ball needed to be avoided. Does so, is now BDD trying to get out of there. There's the Emperor's Divide. Back onto Clid as Shock Blast comes down as well. Everyone's sleepy, but the sleep on the side of Afreeca is way more powerful. And they'll transition into a Herald. It looks like Afreeca are not letting go. Oh, goodness me. This is so scary. As Bang's getting dove on the bottom side, Rule is trying to be that carry and is going to find it with a Void Seeker. The last second, fantastically tanked there by Life, but
I don't know what's happening on top side, but we need to make something happen.
We are absolutely trying to do that as Life is being sandwiched here a little bit. There's the flash, 3-man pulverizes, teleport comes through from BDD. The cow goes down very early as Keen was the focus, but he gets himself out of there. Fly is going to tidy up the damage as the Wrecker ultimate out from the Volley Bear does escape the Emperor's Divide, and he makes it underneath the turret as Ruler turns up maybe a little bit too late.
Playing this comp from behind from Gen G's point of view is not great.
Oh, absolutely not, especially now with the lack of map control as they're looking to try and take down Keen. Clid going to get here, possibly a little bit late as Rascal's ulti doesn't really find the mark. Now we do have the bear flying through as the Shock Blast misses. BDD tries to find some Paddle Stars through it all, but there's the bubble. Perfectly done as everyone had to avoid almost every one of those Shock Blasts.
Survivability.
They don't stack though, unfortunately. So maybe not the best as bye Ruler. See you, mate.
Greedy, right? Maybe they think I'm this fat, or like I can alleviate the pressure, we can make this work, and then one of them gets picked off, and if you're like 35 minutes into the game, one pickup just means complete loss of tempo.
All right, Clid looking for Keen. They try and get him. There's the flash pulverized as in goes Rascal as well. He's been exhausted, gets over the wall as Bang dashes through as well. As we've got a 3-man sleep off to the side, but Keen eventually does fall down. Ruler still has the killer instinct actually available.
And Gen G want to contest here.
Well, they're going to try to. Shock Blast avoided by Clid, who throws in his control ward. Can he get round the back? He does have the flash available, gets into the pit, unable to steal it away from a Nazir of all people as now the fight is on. Clid is just going to burn down to the passive, goes to sleep as well, as Bang's going to collect it. Now Afreeca just chasing everyone down. BDD trying to escape as best he can. The bowling ball just passes him by. Well, Ruler is almost at a Flame Horizon, which is pretty impressive, being on the losing team and still being able to find so much farm. As Gen G actually want to fight here as Keen almost just executes Clid. Life dives in, but the Unbreakable Will not looking like quite enough here as Rascal. That was an unfortunate teleport, played well from Bang, does basically nothing, but that's the Sleepy Bear. And he gets a bit of a heal, but doesn't quite make it out. Ruler's going to get tagged as well, as now it's Bang's time to shine. Yes! I'll give you an S for that one, my friend, as this is the end of the game, and Afreeca will claim Game 1.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's extraordinarily impressive in Afreeca. What I want to go back to is the fact that we were apprehensive with Afreeca getting that early lead, then being able to transition. Well, I'm just that little bit less apprehensive now, because that was pretty clinical with the way that they held onto it. Yes, there were, you know, a couple of mistakes, a couple of fumbles, but a lot of power towards the top side. They will lock that one away, but this is going to have to be like Ruler's best positioning ever, right? Because now he's got a big Gnar chasing after him. He has to watch out for these shockwaves. It's a little bit harder to gather at the moment as now Lahen's taking a lot of damage. Life just sticking to him. There's the flash out and first blood goes to Ruler. We mentioned the fact that it doesn't matter which support this guy has on the Aphelios because he's just so damn good. Now they're looking for the second one as he gets the snare as well. The Calibrum comes through, gets his second proc. It's not quite enough. Oh my goodness.
It doesn't mean as much. And I'm pretty sure that Ruler and Life can now just freeze the lane here, clear this bot side, and that means that we're going to see a huge chess lead fly!
Yeah. Oh, gets the last auto, and BDD solo killing in the mid lane. Yeah, this is angry Gen G's, not just on the bottom side. Yeah, Scatter the Weak does go wide, so that's a bit of CC now on cooldown as Rascal's going to move on in. 3 versus 4, and in goes Life. Solar Flare goes completely wide. 3-man Shockwave from Fly, though, is cleared. Has to get out. Rascal goes back in, though, and he's just dead. Oh, no, he's not exactly having the greatest day, as that's a brilliant cast out of Lehens. And Afreeca take control once again. Weak side Camille not going to have nearly that level of power as Shelly gets a second charge. She is certainly working overtime today. A lot of value out of that piece of shellfish as in goes Rascal. Doesn't quite find the hook shot, and he's going down extraordinarily low. Dread tries to slap him as he does walk away. Shockwave comes in. Easy dissonance for the kill. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, Ruler is continuing to just be an absolute beast as Bang's going to have to flash to get out of the way of that spear.
All washed up. And it's so easy to forget how high level this really is as Rascal finds Keen.
Yeah, in a rough position as that is going to be, very almost getting himself out, but
even when you make mistakes, that's not an excuse to immediately stop making mistakes. Oh, Ruler!
Yeah, Dread is going to find him here as the barrel comes down. Ruler's trying to get the damage back, but Dread just tanky enough.
And it's interesting because Gen G to me are still playing like they are very much ahead.
Whoa, that's a big flash forward as the stun comes down. Dread's going to easily be able to pick that one up as Keen gets into position just a little bit too late. And Life with the defensive Solar Flare stops the Gnar from coming over.
But while I like the idea of that play, in terms of tempo, I don't even think it's necessarily worth it as
Life is going to get booped back. The Eclipse doing a lot of work mitigating as there's the Shockwave to bring him back in. Just the one pick, but what can Afreeca get for it is the answer. And BDD going to go back home. We'll see what he can actually purchase for himself. His Leandri's already complete as Keen looks for Rascal and finds him here towards the bottom side. The chain CC is really nice as he cops about 3 houses to the back of the head. Another one will spell the end, and he doesn't even need it. Just slaps him in the face, and another solo kill for Keen.
Go in. And Life is fairly tanky, but Rascal really is not. Also has gone for like a very strong side laning build.
Speaking of which,
that's okay. Yeah, hookshot is a great basic ability.
I wanted the Killer Instinct, but then BDD and Ruler were in the mid lane, and that would have been instant death there for Bang. As Shockwave is going to pull back Cleared, who just can't get into the enemy jungle at all. He has to use his Zhonyas, and that is going to mean that they grab the kill onto Lehens.
5v5 where they're not in a good position. They can't land a couple of spears or some Syndra poke as Ruler!
In goes the Bear Slap, and Ruler is absolutely dead. This is the setup, because you're the one that has the onus on you to take control of all of the side lanes, make sure that all the ducks are in a row, as, yep, that is a very dead Keen. That's the pick that you were talking about. And I was focusing on these chickens being taken down and just pop goes the Gnar. And this is a big opportunity now for Gen G.
This is the one thing you can do.
Lehens also going to be taken down. Fly, he was thinking about using that Shockwave, but unfortunately, and it's about all she wrote on this Baron. Gen G even able to move over and challenge for this blue buff as well, as Fly not able to grab anything. Shockwave just out of frustration more than anything else. He's split off from BDD and Cleared, as now Dread wanting to chase after them. Not wanting to use his flash though, as you can see, as that's an empowered recall. It's going to get Cleared out of there. BDD now sort of on his lonesome as a cute little flash out from Keen. Oh my god, BDD does a lot of damage. However, Keen going to survive for now. He's looking to bait a little bit more, as there's the Zhonyas, and Bang is going to be able to pick up the kill in the end.
It did get them a lot of turrets.
That's 950 gold over to Bang. So maybe if Bang can pop off in this next team fight, it could be a good thing as Gen G looking to go for it. Rascal with a great flanking angle right now as Afreeca do lock down that Cloud Drake. Life flashing on in on top of Keen. They understand where the power is for Afreeca, but Keen gets the Mega Gnar at exactly the right time. Life going down low as Rascal into the backline. The Gnar doesn't quite do enough as he manages to pick up the kill, but Bang's already dead in this one. Cleared going to be limping out of there as Lehens trying to tidy up and Fly. Oh my god, the damage from Rascal now as Gen G look to be fully charged up, and they do close in on Afreeca and take them down.
At this point in time, right? Like, it's Orianna and Kai'Sa mostly, and if Kai'Sa gets blown up without being able to do anything with the flash still up.
Oh, we're slapping everyone as the Nexus is going to be taken down. He goes golden for a little bit here as Bang dives on forward. Rule is going to be executed, but so is the Nexus, and that is the main thing. Gen G walk away with a victory in game number 2 and push the series to a third.
And it's a justifiable win here for Gen G. Compositions that engage linearly can be really good, but it's not a super strong pick. I think the Galio is a lot more.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Straight up.
Today, I can see it happen with how Keen has been playing.
I mean, this is now the Keen buff, as Rascal just going to get solo killed at level 2. Oh my god, Keen!
Keen!
I've seen this before, Chronicler. Like, oh god, and another stun. No. More free damage. He's under the turret. He wants to do it back-to-back. He's level 3. Back-to-back solo kills, and he gets out with the flash. Oh, pack it up. We done. Give it to Afreeca.
No way!
Oh no, now he's back and Clint's gonna come through. Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Oh my god, Keen. Like, legitimately, at this point, Keen is 6. Like, I think if you go for that, you just die.
Well, BDD is going to go down very low, and the line comes in there as Unleashed Power, not quite enough damage. Dread going to get the smite off for the health back. Clit does the same thing as Keen, moving on down. Oh my goodness, you see him and it looks like, you remember that Avatar movie and those really terrifying bulldozers? That's what he looks like here as Hens goes in, picks up the kill under the turret onto Clid.
Keen, if he can flash the stuns, might be fine here, but it's risky.
Yeah, BDD is coming up as well. Now Keen's trying to pull that wave back. Mega Gnar in a decent timing as the Gnar comes out. As Keen is just going to get around the side. Spear is going to connect there as Clid dives on forward. Keen is taken down. Unleashed Power, not enough to take down Rascal.
Actually utilizing this Aurelia in a 4-1 kind of situation is still something you need to execute well on.
Well, Dread's going to dive on over. There's the depth charge onto Clid. Pulled back with the dredge line from Lehens. And he is going to be able to lock down that kill. Heroic entrance immediately is going to be interrupted. Life gets over the wall, but Keen executes him. Now, BDD trying to get those work done. Commands those soldiers to do it, as that's a great stopwatch from Lehens as Keen just goes all the way around and now tries to find the pigeon. But there's a big old Gnar that they now have to deal with. Dread gets the smite off for the health back as we can see this fight battling on both sides as Keen. Oh, he gets the tribute, but it's not quite enough to keep him alive. Of the turret for the moment. Sand Soldier's going to get to work on the wave. Spear going to go wide, and Clid just going to try and help out. Okay, they might look for the 100-0. Collateral damage comes in, and Dread cleans it up with the help of his Gale Force. Like it a lot. You can see there's a Graves on the bottom side of the map. He's taking an inner turret, but it's being traded 1 for 1. That's an interruption onto Rascal, as Bang's going to find melee range, but this is a mini-Gnar. It's a very different circumstance. However, maybe he's created enough distance. The big old hop's going to do it, as yeah, the Graves is pretty scary as well, even though he is at half health. As there they go, they get themselves the vision, and the Acathian Rain will do it. Bang secures the solo kill in the end.
But if he doesn't and he holds it, then Keen doesn't actually have a lot of space to go in.
Oh, here's the engage. Emperor's Divide's going to be flashed there by Fly, but he's still going down extraordinarily low. Vanguard's edge into the backline. Killer Instinct to follow up as well as Life is getting focused by Keen. Takes a lot of the aggro away as it's an even trade in the end. Fly keeps himself alive as BDD now going to get stunned up and punished by Keen.
He said you just like your Aurelia and like just awkwardly kind of walk after them.
Ooh, quick draw's good. As there's the dredge line. Another one that you could regret, but Lehens isn't going to. There's the Moonlight Vigil to come through for the stun. Speaking of stuns, Fly gets in there. Collateral damage doing a lot of work as another Emperor's Divide comes down and snags 2. Ruler grabbing his first kill. Fly limping away from this fight as Keen looking to get towards the backline, but you can see, oh, Ruler getting tagged. Vanguard's edge comes in as now it's the Keen show. Looking for the resets as Clid trying to run away. There are 4 people still alive, but the Aurelia is still terrifying. He has no flash, sidesteps the needle quite nicely as he gets on in. Oh, that is beautiful from BDD. Gets another cooldown on the Blade Surge and does execute the Aurelia.
It's all going to come down to what can Keen do.
And what can Lehens start as well as Keen? Speaking of which, is going to have to go golden at the very beginning of this one. See whether he can get some resets as he flashes immediately over the wall. Now, Life has to use his stopwatch as well. Rascal now getting closed in on by the Aurelia, but she keeps herself alive, has to use flash, has to use stopwatch. And that is a huge deal. Gen G think that it's enough to get them a Baron.
And the Freak have started the Baron here. They go through it quick.
Yep, Lahen's going to get missed, but is spotted by the sweeper. Here's the teleport in. This is going to be a battle. We'll see whether the Baron is going to be included in that. There's the dredge line. Lahen's nard into the wall, but he's the only one hit by the CC. Now Fly trying to look for a flank, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough, as there's the Sterix. The shield going to be taken down. The Kaiser eliminated. The Aurelia gets the same treatment. Dread now trying to run away, and Ruler and BDD do way too much damage. Gen G will win the fight, and this may just be the game. As we just had an inhibitor taken, so the game isn't in fact over.
Do it.
The Infernal Soul
Flip it.
Is taken.
Flip it.
We're doing this one more time, okay? This is the sequel. We'll see whether it's better than the original. As Life not going to find the Justice Punch. The Baron is secured by Afreeca. That's a decent stun, and then the pick off as Bang dives into the backline. Looks to try and create a rockets as he flashes. The Emperor's Divide, and BDD is taken out of the fight, but Ruler is the other carry in this one, and he is so scary. Aurelia already dealt with. Ruler at full health with the long-range weapons, and now it's just Afreeca trying to get the hell out of here. And wins the war, not quite enough. There is now Bang looking to try and dive on top of Clid. Wants to get the takedown, does so easily. As we can see, Afreeca now grouped back up as 5. Another Dread line is going to connect. This time it's on to Life. Good layering of CC right now as Dread locks down the Gargoyle. The teleport in from Rascal. He's like, where did everyone go?
He gives.
But Keen walks over a control ward. He knows that he's been seen. And yeah, that's just a free Elder. Now
Riot introduced Elder buff. Elder buff doesn't allow for those kind of scenarios. Yes, Dread gets out, but the Baron is taken.
Let's do that. That ain't fun. Just
Can we bring this game alive? I'm going to go on a limb and say no Atlas, but Afreeca, try to prove me wrong.
That's a lot of inhibitors that are now dead as Lahen's comes for the flank. Looks for Ruler there in the backline. He does go down to his GA as Emperor's Divide. Only on to Keen, who goes down to his GA as well. Bang is eradicated, and I have a feeling the wallets are too heavy as Gen G stand fast and take down Afreeca. It's a triple kill somehow for the Nidalee, who decides that he wants to be a bit of a carry towards the end of this one. Nicely done by Clid, but here we go. Gen G with their Infernal Soul, their Elder Drake, and their Baron are going to be able to take this one down as BDD says, take down the Nexus, and they say, with pleasure, sir. Gen G, get that best of 3 reverse sweep